Welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. South Sudan ruling political party, the Sudan People Liberation Movement, commonly known as the Splm, and the President Splm has officially announced its choice for the country's next presidential election. At the end of a 5-day leadership meeting, party leaders agreed to support President Salva Kiir as the SPLM only presidential candidate for the planned 2026 election. The announcement is an important political development as South Sudan continue preparing for the next national vote. The endorsement was announced after senior SPLM leader complete a 5-day leadership summit. The meeting brought together party chairpersons and senior officials from different states and administrative areas across the country. During the summit, leaders discussed the party future plan, national development, peace effort, and preparation for the coming election. At the end of the meeting, they agreed on several resolutions. One of the most important decisions was the nomination of President Salva Kiir as the party-only presidential candidate. According to party leader, the decision was made unanimously during the meeting. The announcement was made by the SPLM Secretary General, Dr. Paul Cordit. He said the leadership summit had agreed to nominate President Salva Kiir for approval at the party third national convention. He also stated that the party had endorsed President Salva Kiir as its solo candidate for the 2026 presidential election. Well, according to the party leadership, this decision reflects their confidence in President Salva Kiir leadership and their desire to remain united as preparation for the election continue. During the announcement, Dr. Paul Cordit said the party would continue working to implement the resolution adopted during the leadership summit. He explained that improving service delivery remains one of the party priorities. Many South Sudanese continue to face challenges in areas such as healthcare, education, roads, clean water, electricity, and employment. The party said addressing these issues remain an important goal as the country moves toward the next election period. Citizens across South Sudan continue to hope for improvement in their daily life through better public services and economic opportunities. The SPLM leadership also acknowledged that many families are experiencing economic hardship. Across different parts of the country, people continue to face rising living costs and limited employment opportunities. Farmers, traders, civil servants, students, and business owners have all experienced different economic pressure in recent years. The party leadership said these challenges require continued effort from government institutions and cooperation from all sectors of society. They also mentioned the impact of climate change, which have affected farming, livestock, flooding, and food production. In several regions of South Sudan, environmental challenges continue to place additional pressure on many rural communities that depend on agriculture for their livelihood. Another important message from the leadership summit focused on peace. The SPLM welcomed President Salva Kiir, called for dialogue and reconciliation with army group. Party leader said peaceful discussion remains one of the best ways to reduce conflict and strengthen national unity. They stressed that lasting peace requires cooperation among political parties, community leaders, religious institutions, youth, women, and civil society organizations. Without peace and stability, it becomes much more difficult for communities to develop and for election to take place successfully. The endorsement of President Salva Kiir marked an early step in the political preparation for the planned December 2026 election. Although the election date has been announced, several important preparations are still expected before citizens can cast their votes. These include voter education, election planning, civic awareness, logistical arrangement, and continued implementation of key provisions of the peace agreement. Many South Sudanese will continue watching closely, and this preparation move forward over the coming month. Political parties, election institutions, observers, and citizens all have important role to play in ensuring that the elections or the electoral process is peaceful and credible. This is not the first time President Splm has been endorsed by his party. He previously received the Splm endorsement in 2024 when national elections were expected to take place later that year. However, those elections were postponed after the transitional government extended the transition period by 2 additional years. Well, as a result, the elections are now planned for December 2026. The extension was intended to provide more time for completing important preparation connected to the country transitional process. Since then, discussion about election readiness have continued among political leaders, civil society organizations, regional partners, and international observers. Let's look at deadly violence breakout in Toinos. Well, a serious outbreak of violence has taken place in Toinos County, located in Warab State. According to information released by state authorities, fighting started on Tuesday morning at around 9 o'clock. The clash happened in the area of Alabek and Majakpayam. The violence involved two local clans, the Lo Mawien clan and the Arik clan. Well, by the end of the fighting, according to this report, at least 14 people were killed. Government officials say 13 people died in Toinos, while another person later died in Wau after the conflict spread beyond the original area. The violence also left 35 people injured. Among those who got hurt, one of them is a woman, together with many other civilians who were caught in the fighting. Families are now mourning loved one, while others are caring for relatives who were wounded. People living in the affected area described the day as frightening. Many families were forced to stay inside their homes as gunfire echoed through nearby villages. Parents worried about the safety of their children. Some people fled to safer place while others waited for security force to arrive. Although the fighting lasted only part of the day, it is in fact will likely remain for a long time. Communities that have lived together for many years are once again facing fear, grief, and uncertainty. Children who witness the violence may carry painful memories for years to come. Officials say this latest violence did not happen without warning. According to the Warab state government, the disagreement between the two clans has existed for many years. The dispute reportedly began in 2016 instead of being caused by land or cattle alone. Authorities say the disagreement centered on the naming of local administrative areas. Although this may seem like a small issue to some people, local administrative boundaries often carry great importance for communities. They can affect leadership position, government services, local identity, and representations. Because of this, disagreement over administration can become highly emotional and difficult to resolve. Over the year, tension continued even when there were periods of peace. According to the information, a small disagreement sometimes reopen all wound and increased mistrust between the two communities. This background helped explain why violence could return after several years. Locally, the elder government officials and community representatives had previously tried to solve the dispute peacefully. Several dialogue meetings were organized to encourage both sides to discuss their consent instead of using violence. Authorities also established a special court to hear the case and provide legal decision. For some time, this effort helped reduce tension tension. Many residents hope that the conflict had finally come to an end. People returned to their daily activities, farmers continued working, and children went back to school. Unfortunately, this lasting peace proved difficult to maintain. Some individuals reportedly disagree with the court decision and continue to challenge the outcome. According to state officials, this disagreement slowly increased tension once again until violence finally broke out. This reminds us that peace agreements require continued support from everyone involved. Without acceptance and cooperation, all conflict can return unexpectedly. Thank you for watching. Let's meet on the next video. Bye-bye.